But we believe that this is a repositioning, not a real withdrawal.
We're on the outskirts of Kyiv here near Irpin, which has seen some of the heaviest fighting. We've been watching residents getting evacuated, taking anything they can carry. Now, Irpin is one of the areas that Russia would have to vacate if it were to honor its pledge to dramatically reduce combat operations here, and that is not what we're hearing.
The Russian military claiming a new shift in strategy in Ukraine. They now say they're going to drastically decrease military activities around Kyiv and the northern city of Chernihiv after negotiations between Ukrainian and Russian delegations. But they do say this is not a ceasefire. And this morning, we've heard for ourselves that the battle is still raging. We came to the suburbs of Kyiv, a few miles from Irpin.
This is one of the areas that the Russians say they are now going to leave. But as you can hear, there are no signs of this war stopping.
We meet Taras, a local councillor here. He's volunteering to get residents out. An hour later, a van pulls up. A small group of Irpin residents rush out, holding anything they can.
She's new.
It's a lie that it's safe, says this man. The gunfire and shelling continues as it was before. With the bombs still falling, Ukrainian troops around the capital are still on high alert. President Zelensky warning for Ukrainians to keep up their guard. The Russian army still has significant potential to continue attacks against our state. In the US, the White House says they are seeing some Russian troops moving away from the Kyiv region, but believe the move is a redeployment and not a withdrawal.
We'll see if they follow through on what they're suggesting.
And the Pentagon warning the Russians may be moving these troops to escalate the war in other parts of the country.
We all should be prepared to watch for a major offensive against other areas of Ukraine.
Even after Russia's claim to remove troops from the area, there have been several new incidents of Russian shelling into residential areas near the capital.
The highly contagious subvariant BA.2 is now dominant in the U.S., making up an estimated 55% of new infections. In the New York, New Jersey area, BA.2 now accounts for an estimated 70% of new cases. Infections are up nearly 47% in the last 2 weeks.
It's starting to create a surge in many parts of the country, so it makes sense that many people may want to up their immunity as we potentially head into a surge.
Overnight, a second booster shot of Moderna and Pfizer for Americans over 50 now approved.
If it's been at least 4 months since you've been vaccinated with your first booster dose, you should seriously consider getting another booster dose.
Anyone over 50 can now get a booster, but the CDC says they are especially important for people over 65 and people over 50 with underlying health conditions. With the CDC sign-off, these fourth shots can go into arms right away.